So next we're going to enter a formula that calculates the reservation emissions. And what that formula does is multiply the county level emissions that are in column B by the ratios that are in column C. So to enter a formula in Excel, what you do first is enter an equal sign, and that tells Excel that you're writing the formula. So for this first cell, it's going to be equal, and then we can go ahead and click on the cell that we want to include in the formula. So that will copy it into the formula. So B3, and then we want to enter the multiplication sign, which is this one, and we want to multiply it by C3. So we click on C3, and that does write the formula into Excel, and when we press enter, it calculates the emissions. So we've got 108.6 tons of carbon monoxide. That's from the rural interstate that's on the reservation. So that value is 3.2% because of the ratio of the total county emissions. So the total county emissions are 3,355 tons, and 0.032 of that is 108.6 tons of emissions. So now we can copy and paste the formula, and we can do that by clicking and dragging, and that's just going to make the formula populate into all of the cells that we want it to populate in. So if we just click and drag, the formula is going to go with us. The column's not big enough to show, so if we expand the column, we can see what these are. And it's saying that the formula is not right, and that's because this is a text value in column B. We don't want that anyway, so that's fine. And another thing is that there's a 0 value for the totals, and that's because we don't have a ratio total, and we don't want that either, so that's fine. So we've got our rural interstate emissions and our rural local emissions for every pollutant in our spreadsheet, and that's exactly what we want. So we're going to go ahead and click Save and save our spreadsheet. If you were doing this for your reservation, you would continue this process with the Yavapai County. Well, not for your reservation, but if I was to complete this for my fictitious reservation, I would do the Yavapai County spreadsheet as well. But since the process is very similar as Coconino County, I'm not going to demonstrate that. But if you had multiple counties that you needed to do, that's what you would do next. And just remember to continuously do QC checks on your data. Make sure you entered your formulas correctly. Make sure they populated correctly in the cells. Make sure you save your spreadsheet. And make sure that you keep copies of your spreadsheet that you want to include, because you probably want to include a spreadsheet like this in the appendix of your EI.